In this video, I made custom Clash of Clans troops. I even gave them incredible graphics, but that's not it. I gave Clash of Clans incredible graphics too, and fully animated everything in Blender. This is not gonna be easy, and something very bad happens later in the video. But we gotta go back to where this all started. A problem. Every Clash of Clans concept video barely shows any visuals of the troops, except for a picture. The solution? Well, I've been a 3D artist for plenty of years now. I've literally been training for this moment. Let me take you to my village. Back at home is my base. That's where I live. Wow, I designed this base too. Okay, I get it. I have the basic base and troops. I designed these surprisingly quickly. It only took me 2 days. I first created the field that I would live on. It's a sneaky trick I did where I grabbed a picture of grass and slapped a checker pattern on top. I will add real grass to it later. Ugh. Soon after, I brought in a model of the town hall and elixir pump, which was all I could find online, so I had to make every other building from scratch. The elixir storage was easy. It's actually just a sphere with purple water inside. The archer tower was nothing but grabbing wood planks and putting them in place, securely tying them together with some ropes. And making the cannon was cool too.
We do not care.
The barracks took me a while to make, but was probably what I thought to be the best looking one. But the gold mine had to have been the worst part about all this. It was so annoying getting the wood in the right place and finding a way to put a hole in the floor so I could get an actual mine in place. And of course the minecart looks like a piece of plastic. I've got nothing else to say for the rest. Let's see how it looks. That's what I'm talking about. Quick side note, if you're wondering how large the grid is in Clash of Clans, it's 45 by 45 tiles. It took me a lot longer to figure out than it should have. But what does anything have to do with my apparently lousy home? Well, I'm in a clan. We're called the Noob Slayers, and we're in the middle of a war. We can absolutely win, but there's one big roadblock in our way. Meta Lizard. He is the leader of the Order of Kings clan. This guy has extremely strong towers and makes me look like an absolute scrub. He and his group are destroying all of my clanmates' bases, and they'll be coming for me next. If I even want to stand a chance against a base like this, I'm gonna have to step on the offense. If you took a look at my troops, it wouldn't take it very long to realize that these things are more fragile than my self-esteem. I needed a plan and fast. It wouldn't be long until he attacked. So I decided to make custom troops of my own, and what I made will shock you. No joke, keep watching because my ideas just keep getting crazier. For our first troop, I decided to go big or just die. Remember, I'm in a war. I've got to come up with something quick that's gonna beat this monster of a base. I came up with the idea of a skeleton pirate. The skeleton rides his boat over the land and shoots cannons and deploys other skeletons that will attack the base. Since I couldn't find a model off the internet that was Clash of Clans quality, I had to make my own. So I went into Blender and started sculpting. For this model, the skull is a selling point, and if I wanted it to look like it came from the game, I would need to get this perfect. And...
hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that skull turned out really well. The key is to keep the sharp edges on the model, which is exactly what Supercell does. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks close. The body I cannot say the same for. It's just not quite the same, but it'll do.
Bruh, like really peep this one.
Now this captain needs his ship. I didn't want to go with some lame rectangular piece of wood. I wanted to make this with the quality you'd see from those AI images. After searching long and hard, I knew what I wanted to make, and now I was inspired to start my journey. As you can see, the pirate ship has a simple shape, kinda like a trapezoid. So I blocked out the base, then I gave it some poles, and... okay, I have no idea how to make a pirate ship. I guess I kinda just added random details, then added random details to those random details. But don't worry, it turned out incredible. I even added a custom pirate logo. Look familiar? But let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, Meta Lizard is not gonna know what hit him when I attack. What? Okay, this is gonna need a lot more firepower. Those skeletons were too flimsy. Don't worry though, I have a huge secret up my sleeve that I'm saving for later. Keep watching to make sure you don't miss it. For now, I have a great idea that just popped up in my head. Something that has gone missing for a long time. It would only make sense that for my second troop, we're gonna create the Mega P.E.K.K.A. In case you didn't know, the Mega P.E.K.K.A was a troop Supercell was thinking of making a while back, but sadly it was a concept that never came true. But it made its way onto the scrapped Clash Royale card video on the internet. Now I'm going to finally unleash it with all its glory. Making the Mega P.E.K.K.A was tricky because I like making things hard for myself. I needed this to look exactly like it does in the picture because I often see people remake things and they don't end up looking quite right.
What? Tripping.
So I made sure to match the proportions of the head, chest, shoulders, and arms to get this thing looking as close to the original as I could. My ambition paid off, and it looked really good. I even gave it tracks, which I've never done before. The only problem is the sword. There's no way this is cutting anything. So I sharpened that bad boy, and we're done. I really like how this turned out. Let's give him a name. I'm gonna call him Ethan. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see what Ethan can do on the battlefield. Ethan? No, this is not going well. I'm running out of time. I've got an idea, and I think this might just work. This is something I've never seen before. I had a perfect idea of what it was going to be. But before I start, I need to see a visual first before I'm going to model it. So I used my incredible drawing skills and came up with this concept art. Anyways, now I can start modeling. Once again, I stuck with the simple and sharp style when making the frog. Personally, this one is my favorite, but I think I'm just really biased towards monsters. Now we gotta send it in. I think this one just might be a winner. Let's find out though. Yeah, I should have expected that one. Oh no, I'm almost out of time. I can't lose everything I have. I'm gonna have to use my last resort. Hope may have seemed lost, but I have one trick up my sleeve. One final troop that may just be the only way we can win this. You wanna find out who it is? Seems like nothing's working. None of my troops are strong enough to take on this base alone. Maybe the only way to defeat Metal Lizard... Hey, wait a second. I think I know why it's called Metal Lizard now. But the only way I may be able to beat this base is to join all my troops together and fight. Let's gather the troops. The target is the town hall, because without it, nothing can function. We did it! We defeated Metal Lizard! We defeated the base! Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my